All right, Aries, let's jump right into your reading, your message, personal growth, money, love, everything you need to hear to get all of your desires. So it looks like for the basis of your situation right now is that there's definitely some sadness going on for you right now, and it's unacknowledged sadness. It's kind of like when something bad happens, you know that you got to focus on what you want to get what you want. So instead of acknowledging emotions about whatever it is that happened, and it definitely has to do either with love, with a long-term friendship ending, or with someone who you thought was family, whether they were biological or not, it didn't quite turn out how you wanted. And instead of acknowledging the pain, you're just kind of like hyper focusing on, well, I'm going to go get career success, or I'll just go manifest in someone new. But the problem with doing that, Aries, is that part of the reason why that relationship didn't work out was because there was a little bit like a choice that you made. And it was essentially about not willing to make sure the relationship was balanced. There was a little bit of control. There was a little bit of trying to make sure that you were getting the better end of the deal. There was a little bit of you wanted the other person to be chasing you, or you wanted the other person to need you more. And that's where you got to learn the lesson. That is your lesson in terms of for you to be able to turn this 10 of waters upside down to 10 of cups upright. You're never going to get the love that you want, the lover that you want, until you learn how to balance relationships, how to make sure both people feel like they're winning, how to make sure both people's needs are getting met. How do you provide yourself comfort and security without needing the other person to need you more? Because definitely looks like in your recent past, you got the world reverse. So let me pull a clarifying card. Yeah, it's almost an unwillingness to, like, it's the world reversed. It's karma. It's a cycle you have to learn. Like with the wheel in the world, the lessons coming no matter what. With the wheel, it tends to be something kind of out of the blue, someone else thrusted it upon you. When it's the world card, it's a conscious choice that you wanted to make to manifest more. And yours definitely has to do with that lover, that 10 of cups, that love life, that family. Um, with your inability to, well, right now, your lack of desire to acknowledge what it is you could have done better, you're not going to be able to move on. You're not going to be able to take that next step. So it is that, it's like that brutal moment where you have to kind of go within and go, oh, I'm the asshole. And guys, everyone goes through that moment. And it's not about you're toxic, you're a good person. Everyone, I don't care how nice you are, has the ability to be toxic. Everyone who's majority toxic, they can also be calm and nice. So it's just, there's just one little trait about in relationship, you want it to be a little imbalanced because you want the other person to need you more than you need them. I appreciate the super chat, power of the P. I take it this is helping you. I'm glad. So yeah, once you just kind of realize, like, hey, even if you do have finances and they don't, like they generally do need you a little bit more, you still got to do it in a way where they feel respected, where they feel wanted, where they feel desired, where they feel like they can have just some like basic respect. Okay, so it looks like right now, Knight of Air, you're definitely in the pursuit of taking action to kind of like try to forget that. It's kind of like, oh, that just didn't work out because it didn't work out. Or you're focusing on like what they did wrong instead of doing the introspective work and the personal growth work, you're just trying to take action to distract yourself. You're taking action to distract yourself, and look, coming up in the near future, you got the Ace of Earth, which is, that's kind of like, it's the start. So you feel like you're starting something good. You feel like you're on the right path, especially when it probably comes to business and love. So you feel like everything you're doing is taking you to the right path. But it's the Ace of Earth, which can be the start card of false starts, because it's not the actual start you need. It's the start of going within for how to make sure like love feels balanced for two people. In terms of your power in this situation, you guys got the Page of Earth. So your power in the situation is to actually communicate. Maybe it's Um, page. So maybe it is actually reach out to the person and have a conversation with them. Maybe just reach out and go, I mean, honestly, just have a conversation. If you don't actually want to reach out to the person, you got to take an inventory and some stock of, is it your ego? Are you afraid of getting hurt? Like, are you afraid they're going to say something? Are you afraid the power is going to tip? I'm definitely getting that there's like a little bit of jealousy. And from the outside perspective, the jealousy makes no sense because it definitely looks like you're quote unquote more successful than the other person. But the other person seems to find a little bit more of like the internal balance, the internal harmony. So it's kind of like there could be a really good flow of a conversation there of a, well, like, you're so peaceful, you're so calm, like how, right? And the other person could be like, well, yeah, look at all your success, like how. So there is some good synergy there going on, if you guys are willing to make that phone call. That's your personal power this month, though, in terms of being able to learn that lesson. And guys, one way that I like to look at it, whenever my internal guidance is to like call an ex, especially if the ex was like an a-hole to me, I rely on that trust from my inner being. Some of you will call that your higher self, your internal guidance system, your internal spirit guide, your future self, your big self. I call it your inner being. Your inner being is your best friend. Your inner being knows where you are, where you want to be, and is going to guide you there. So sometimes you're guided to call an ex. You can just clear up the water and like fully release them out of your energy so you can let the actual love of your life in. I've had that happen for many clients. So your inner being is guiding you to have this conversation. Whether or not it's going to work out with them longer term, medium term, shorter term, it's part of your growth. And you're either going to learn it with this person or you're going to learn it with someone else. Like that whole you moved to a new city, but you still get the same results. You left one toxic job just to fall into another toxic job. Until you actually do the inner work and clean up your vibes, you're going to keep getting the same result. So in terms of the effects of people around you, wow. So other people around you are definitely not trying to hold you back. Other people around you they're not going to encourage your growth. Like the other person's not going to put in much energy, much effort. Um, but they're also not going to be mean to you. They're not going to put in any more work, but they're not going to be mean to you. There's kindness in their heart for you. It's almost as if they would be open to I don't say reconciliation, but they'd be open to rapprochement, where you come back to someone old in your life with just the, hey, I just want to like peace and harmony. Just go Google that word, guys, rapprochement. It's where you go and like, you don't necessarily need to apologize. You don't necessarily need to like make peace with like what happened in the past or even talk about the past, but it's just like interact with them, with the new person that you are, so that you guys can just like have this moment of like peace. So in terms of your hopes or fears, kind of looks like you wanted them to like reach out to you. I almost get the feeling that you kind of wanted them to come begging back to you of like, no, I need you, I need you. And that never happened. So that's like a little unprocessed sadness on your end, like a damn, I thought they needed me. Damn, I thought they liked me. Um, so yeah, your hopes was that they would come back to you, but they didn't. In terms of your ultimate outcome this month, so it doesn't look like you're going to make the phone call. You got the 3 of Earth reversed. So there's a little bit of stubbornness on your end, Aries. There's just that little bit of stubbornness of like, no, I need control. No, I need to be the big man on campus. No, I need to be the one where they're coming back to me. And like also what you need to, from a personal growth perspective, what you need to kind of become aware of is that when that dynamic happens, like when someone is on the far extreme, a control freak, or when someone's maybe not on the far extreme, but just a little, yeah, I do like being the one with perceived more value to give to the person, know that that comes from you trying to provide safety for yourself while in a relationship. The only reason why you want to be like the big man on campus, because it's like, oh, they'll need me. If they need me, then they'll work harder to make the relationship work. If I provide this one really great thing for them, like something that helps them pay all their bills, then that means in the other areas, they'll give more to me. So it ultimately comes down for you wanting to feel safe in a relationship. And instead of law of attraction, universe, I want relationships in a whole new way. I want to experience them in a whole new way where it's more loving, more kind, more soft. Show me the new way and go through the inner growth. There's a little bit of you're trying to do the universe's job. You're trying to do the how. I'm going to feel safe because they're broke and they need me. So you're trying to do the universe's job. Um, so I hope this helped you, Aries. If you guys would like a personal, I am opening up personals again. You're gonna have to give me, if you're watching this like super live, you're gonna have to come back and like, a little bit of time for me to put the link in the comments. But I'm opening up to one-off personals again. They're power hours. They're designed for people who are just ready for the shift now. You want to go, go, go. You want 4 or 5 shifts in an hour where you just get like a whole new reality, guys, because most of the problems, however big you think it is, they can be solved in an hour so easily. So yeah, if you'd like that, book a power hour. I love you guys. Hope that helped. Bye.